Additionally, we can also have some other mathematical function. For example, for conversion operations, we have got some most used function like round, CEIL, floor, and TRUNC. What it exactly means? So the best way to understand it is to use this each function. So you can make exactly this what I make. So first function is round, next function will be TRUNC, next is floor, and the last one is CEIL. As you see, each of these blocks has some information that it convert some variable. It can be taken from real on long real to integer, double integer, short integer, unsigned, double integer, and so on. So, for example, we would like to change it to integer. So you see the conversions like here, and it can be used easier to our calculations using some multiplications or divisions. Here of the real we have to write mdw because this is a real mw0. This mw0 we will put for each of these functions. So please copy for each of the input of these functions. On the output we have to use mw because it is integer, and now question for you, which w it should be first after this used memory. So it must be mw4 because it used 4 bytes, so 0, first, second, and third, so fourth is 3. Next mw, after this we have next 3 of the 6, mw8, and the last mw10. But you see that we have some problem here. It does not automatically choose our value, so we have to change it to the integer. And in order to do not make any mistakes, so please check also in our PLC tags here, the best way, if we have got here at md0 real and of each mw integer, because if we put word we can have some problems, so it's better to use integer in the mathematical functions, yes. And the last one also integer. We can now come back to our program, load it to PLC, and after it please write to one of these md0 modify operand and write the value 4.5. What we have got here now, as you see, round, we round the value and the value is rounded, so to down, because it is according to mathematical rules that if we have 4.5 and 0 zeros, it is rounded to lower value, and we have got 4. Better it will be when we write 4.6. You see that it is rounded according to mathematical rounding to higher value, and it is 5. So the first block, you understand, it is a clearly mathematical function of rounding. Next TRUNC, you see we have got 4.6, the same value, because it is the same area of our memory, and it is converted, so trunked, to mw6, and we have got only 4. If I change this value to 4.4, you see also the number of 4. Why? The TRUNC function does not look at the right from our point and cut it here, so we do not see what we have got after this point. If we have got first 4, so it is taken only the integer part of our value. If we put even 4.9, this value is still cut and we see the number of 4. So it is trunc, it is cut off the smaller part than integer part of our number. The floor, so what does it mean floor? Something down. So you see that it will be rounded to the lower level, so it is 4.9, so 9 is cut and it is always 4. 4.1, once again we can change it, 4.1. We see that it is also to the lower value. If we put next function, CEIL, so the CEIL, if we have something more than 4, that it is always rounded to the higher value, so to the value of the 5. If we put here 4.7, it is still the value of 5. So the CEIL is cutting the value to the higher value. So we look at our smaller part of our number after point, and we see that if we have something, that we have to put higher number. For example, we put 4.7, so for rounding according to mathematical function it is to the number 5. Trunc, we cut the point 7 and we have got 4. Floor, it is rounding to the smaller value, and CEIL, it is rounding to the higher value. Last thing which I does not show, which I don't show you yet, it is convert. What it is exactly? It is converting from one type of our value, for example from a double integer to the integer. Some conversions are not possible, so you have to check exactly in the help of this block and see what we should make in order to prepare our output value, because for example for some mathematical functions we need, for example, integer value, but we have got double integer, and in some when we have some conditions fulfilled, we can convert these numbers without any problems, but you have to be very careful to use even this conversion block.